Vayakhel, and he assembled. Exodus chapter 35, verse 1 to chapter 38, verse 20. Exodus 35. And Moshe assembled Bnei Israel. The words of Yah he wanted to tell. First about Shabbat, the day that is very set apart. This resting day they should guard with all the heart. No fire is to be kindled on this day. He who works shall be slain. The command concerning the Mishkan to be made, which Moshe received on the mount, he now conveyed. In this portion, the list of raw materials we find is exactly as is listed in Exodus chapter 25. Blue, purple, and scarlet material they could deliver, along with acacia wood, gold, bronze, and silver. Fine linen and goat's hair, Elohim said, also fine leather and ram skin dyed red. Spices for anointing oil and sweet incense they should get, as well as precious stones that needed to be set. All the wise-hearted were invited to come, offering their labor for the work to be done. The furniture is now listed extensively, for Yah among his people to be. The coverings, boards, and bars of the tent, the columns with the sockets into which they went, the poles and lid of atonement for the ark, the veil which the Holy of Holies did mark, the table with its utensils, the bread as well as the poles, the lampstand, its utensils, and oil for the light, the incense altar and sweet incense before Yah's sight, the covering for the Mishkan door, the basin and its stand for the floor, the offering altar with all its extras and more, the columns and sockets for the courtyard screens, also this gate, and all pegs and cords to be seen, the garments for the priests to serve in and to be clean. All his hearts and spirits were moved, both women and men, brought all that was needed to Adonai as a wave offering. All the women with hearts lifted up in wisdom brought their woven work they had spun. Bezalel and Oholiab were filled with the spirit of Elohim and all skill, and hearts to teach for this great task to be fulfilled. Exodus 36. All the craftsmen receiving all the terumah stuff told Moshe Israel should stop. They have more than enough. The wise-hearted put the curtains for the tent together, of fine linen, goat's hair, ram skin, and fine leather. The acacia boards their rings and bars with gold overlaid, with 2 tenons for each board that in silver sockets stayed. The veil of blue, purple, scarlet, and fine linen, with cherubim, the work of a skilled workman. 4 acacia gold-covered columns for the veil, to cover the Ark of the Covenant without fail. A blue, purple, scarlet, and fine linen curtain covered the door. It was a weaver's burden. 5 columns in bronze sockets stood, that held this curtain by golden hooks. Exodus 37. And Bezalel made the ark according to its measurements, and beautified it according to all Adonai's intents. The table was made according to its prescription, and all its utensils of clean gold it was done. And the lampstand with its 7 lamp snuffers and trays, of a talent of clean gold it was made. And the incense altar with its horns, rings, and poles, on all sides was overlaid with clean gold. A perfumer made the clean incense of spices sweet, and the anointing oil did the standard of holiness meet. Exodus 38. The square altar for ascending offering was made of the bronze they did bring. Of bronze also was its grating, pots, and shovels, and all its basins, forks, and fire holders. Of the bronze mirrors of the serving woman's hands was made the wash basin together with its stand. The courtyard screens on the north and south, 100 cubits long were they, half of that 50 cubits for the west and east sides, Adonai did say. Their columns in bronze sockets must stay, and the hooks and bands with silver overlay. The covering of the courtyard gate, 20 cubits it did span, skillfully woven by an embroiderer's hand, and in 4 columns it did hang. 5 cubits high the screens did the Mishkan surround. Pegs of bronze kept the screens firmly to the ground.